It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
Wow.
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
This is the ejector button.
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Where's my yellow submarine?
The aim to make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners and valiant losers.
It's cheap firewood.
Will it be the high road to glory
We look really cool in this.
or the slow road to disaster?
Oh, I don't know what I'm driving.
This is Antiques Road Trip. Yeah. Yeehaw! Berkshire beckons.
I can't believe this is the final leg.
I will miss you, Hetty.
Oh.
I will definitely miss you.
Hey, it's not over yet, you two.
Yeah, we've
really
had fun,
enjoyed it.
haven't we?
Oh,
It's been
we've had a
fun.
laugh. Laughter is the best policy, you know?
Not with your jokes, it isn't.
The thing about you, Raj, is that you've had such an interesting life and you have so many fascinating stories, and I've really enjoyed learning about you.
Well, thank you, because most people get bored of my stories, OK?
I'm not saying a word. It's the final leg and last chance saloon with auctioneer Whizaroos, Raj Bisram and Hetty Jago.
Are you going to miss driving a Cadillac?
I like it. I like the look of the car, but in terms of the left-hand drive thing, I'm not a big fan.
Our chums have been zooming around in the 1979 Cadillac sedan DeVille, featuring just a lap belt for the driver, acceptable road safety in 1970s USA. Now, despite being road trip buddies, there's still lots to learn about one another.
Are you into music festivals?
No, I can't
No?
think of anything worse. I don't like camping.
That's the end of that chat then. Last time, we were celebrating.
You won't let me win on my birthday, will you?
No, of course not.
Raj fixed the motor,
Abracadabra!
and Hetty was giddy.
Look at that. It's bright pink.
But at the auction,
And 55, 55.
Raj finally claimed his first victory.
By selling to the room, and thank you.
Currently, it's 3-1 to Hetty.
What's nice for me, Hetty, is that you are so much younger than me and we still have gelled, you know? I don't say that to many people who've thrashed me.
Indeed. This antiques tour began in Cambridge, zipped around East Anglia, and is heading for a final home counties hurrah in Hampshire.
I haven't rubbed it in too much, have I?
Well, no, not only every day.
Today, our riotous pair begin in Berkshire and shop all the way to Eversley in Hampshire. But, having dropped off Raj, let's begin with Hetty in Maidenhead. Ivor Novello bought a country des res near here back in 1927. Ah, there's our very own Rose of England. Thames Antiques and Vintage is Hetty's place of prey. It's properly packed in here, absolutely festooned in goodies. What can Hetty find with her fresh kitty of £200?
I'm always on the lookout for really nice pieces of Victorian jewellery, and there's a very pretty locket in here. Now, the thing that I love about Victorian jewellery is there's so much symbolism. Everything represents something. And one of the most well-known motifs in Victorian jewellery are the letters AEI, which stands for Amity, Eternity, Infinity, which essentially stands for everlasting love. And it was used very widely in Victorian jewellery, particularly in lockets.
The Victorians just couldn't get enough of romantic symbolism. Secret codes in gemstones and motifs like this one were hot property for a courting couple.
Now, turning it over, it's unmarked silver. I can't see a hallmark on it, but very often Victorian jewellery is unmarked, but it's definitely silver. I'd say it dates to sort of 1880, 1890, so it's a late Victorian piece.
Any ticket price?
£68. I'd like to get it for less. I love the symbolism, the lettering. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
While Hetty bathes in the romance of the Victorians, let's find Raj. He's raring to go in Reading. And he's arrived at this fine establishment, Fanny's. Maybe Bob's your uncle will be in here. Just look at the plethora of plunder. Let's see what Raj finds with his 200 smackers.
You know that one of the loveliest things that you can do for absolutely no money is to walk around antique centres and antique shops The things that you can learn, you can see social history throughout the years. It's a lovely way to spend a few hours.
Indeed it is. But they also quite like it if you buy something. So, let's get rootling.
Wow, look at this lot. Shelves of old tins. And of course, how appropriate. We're here in Reading, which is the home of Huntley and Palmer, one of the biggest names in tins and biscuits. They were formed in 1822. By 1900, they had 5,000 workers, and tins were sent all around the world and all shapes and sizes. And this is a little Cow and Gate milk food one. Now, the reason I'm not buying these is because there's a lot of them. I'd want to buy the whole lot, and there's not that many that are that old, and it would cost me a lot of money, so I'm going to keep looking.
While he does that, back to Hetty in Maidenhead.
I've just found something good. Very, very good, I believe.
Oh, do tell.
Great. I'm saying great because this is a beautiful little silver locket, and what makes it special is the maker. Now, this is by somebody called George Jensen, one of the most famous 20th century silver designers.
Rejecting the favoured romantic ornamentation, Jensen boldly embraced the avant-garde Art Nouveau style, a visionary for his time.
So when you think of George Jensen designs, you might be thinking of very modernist, mid-century Scandinavian design, the sort of fluid lines and forms. This is very different, but it is also by the George Jensen Company. Now, the reason why I know it's George Jensen, there are a couple of telltale signs. Now, it's got the sort of beveled edge to it, this cross-hatched engraving on the silver and the floral design. In terms of age, I think it's probably 1950s, so it's mid-century, a really, really nicely made piece of silver.
Price, please.
Now, it's only £25, which is a very good price.
Well, we'll keep that strictly entre nous, Hetty. Let's leave her to nosy further. Now for a bit of Raj in Reading.
Well, there's two things that's drawn me to this. One, it's a pool pottery vase. Hetty bought a pool pottery vase, and she made a lot of money on it.
Indeed she did, way back in the first auction.
No more. I will sell them at £160.
So sorry.
And wouldn't it be nice if I could buy a pool pottery vase and do the same? Unfortunately, I think the chances for me are slightly more difficult because Hetty bought a Delphis pattern design, which is highly collectible. This is the peacock design.
Pool pottery is very desirable. They were originally renowned for their tile production and created much of the tiling for 1930s London Underground stations.
It's mid-century. They've got £45 on the ticket. It's a nice decorative one. Who knows? It could make a profit.
While Raj continues his mooch, Maidenhead beckons with Hetty.
Now, this is not only a really beautiful decorative brooch, it also has protective powers. Now, this is what's called solja jewellery, which is traditional Norwegian jewellery. And what's special about this brooch is that it has these little discs that are essentially reflecting away evil spirits. And it would have been given at a transitional period in somebody's life, so a wedding or their christening. And these pieces actually would have been family heirlooms. In terms of age of this piece, I would say it's probably 1930s.
As folklore would have it, this type of jewellery began as a silver bauble that protected children from being stolen in their sleep by trolls.
The other reason why we know it's Scandinavian silver is because on the back it says 830, which is the standard of silver in Scandinavia. It's only £18. I don't think this brooch is going to make me a huge amount of money, but I love the story of it. I love the history behind it. This is probably somebody's family heirloom, and I love that. It's a lovely, lovely thing.
Dealer Paul is the gent to chat money with.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Hetty.
I found 3 things that I like. I'm having a great day in this shop. You've got lots of lovely silver jewellery.
Let's start with the Victorian locket at 68.
Okay, so on this one, very best I can do on that is 55.
Okay.
The Norwegian brooch at 18.
Very best on this one would be 15.
Yeah.
And the very best on the locket would be £20.
Okay,
Total
right.
of £90.
Okay,
Right, I'd love to buy all 3. Thank you very much. Shake your hand at 90. Let me get you some money out.
A trio of jewellery lovelies to start the day. Hetty now has £110. Dare we check in with Raj in Reading? Oh, blimey.
I love sporting items, and this is a lovely old leather rugby ball. It's got the maker's name on it, Britain, that you can see there, and it's got from the shop where it's actually bought, and that's Lillywhites. And they were in London, they're still there, they're in just off Piccadilly, and this just takes me back to the time when, you know, it was a proper ball.
Originally a pig's bladder, local shoemakers came to the rescue at the beginning of the 19th century, providing a leather casing to prolong its lifespan.
This is a lovely old traditional rugby ball. It's got no price ticket on it, but if it can be the right price, I think this is lovely. I love things like this, and it's also got the stitcher as well that goes with it, so that's quite unusual as well.
Along with the pool pottery vase, priced at £45. And here's Melissa to chat moolah.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, hi, Raj.
Hi, I found some things.
Beautiful.
I found this pool pottery vase. What could be your best?
It's a beautiful vase, isn't it? It's the 25, I think, for this would be the absolute, and only because I want you to win.
That's very kind of you. I would have that. And then you've got this lovely old rugby ball. What's the price on that?
That would be 25.
Sounds heavy to me. I would be happy to pay £15.
Well, with your charisma, go on then. I want you to win, so 15 it is.
Let's shake hands. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Let me pay you straight away.
Old Smoothie strikes again, leaving Raj with 160 smackers. Well done. Our road trip chums have now made it to the town of Ascot. Champagne and hats at the ready as we step into the thrilling world of a racecourse like no other. A cherished location where the thundering hooves of the world's finest horses have echoed throughout the centuries. Meeting Hetty is Ascot's Director of Racing, Nick Smith.
I've never actually been to Ascot before, but I can imagine the excitement on race day and the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, we race all through the year, but our highlights were on Ascot. Obviously, been racing here since 1711.
The year that Queen Anne declared this site was perfect for horses to gallop at full stretch.
Queen Anne was the first monarch who presided over Ascot Racecourse. She was resident in Windsor Castle and used this whole area as a place to ride horses.
The Gold Cup took place in 1807 and started to shape what we now know as Royal Ascot, the highlight of the world's racing calendar and brimming full of pomp and pageantry. And here's Raj. Who better to find out about the Royal Ascot dress code? Scott Wimsett is the man to talk top hats and tails.
I hear that you're the sort of fashion guru of Ascot.
I'm the fashion correspondent for Royal Ascot, so it's a deep honour, Raj, because it's sort of like this array of exotic birds that come here for what is really the most significant sporting event in the British calendar.
You could say that Royal Ascot is more than just a sporting event, it is a veritable runway of sartorial splendour. The beginnings of a dress code can be traced back to Regency fashion influencer Beau Brummel, a close chum of the future King George IV. He was a powerful trendsetter. His elegant, bespoke suits are still the must-have attire 2 centuries on.
I'm going to make you look absolutely amazing. So we've got top hat and tails.
Fantastic.
Let's
Can't
go.
wait.
In the 19th century, the top hat was the pinnacle of fashion, an essential for Royal Ascot gentlemen's apparel. And our man is getting a full race day makeover.
This beautiful piece here with the plush silk
Wow.
is really quite a fine example. And if I place it on your head just like this, it has to keep straight. We never put the hat back. It stays straight like this.
Royal Ascot is arguably the last race meeting in the world where formal day dress is required for those entering the royal enclosure.
Now, what is the significance of the top hat at Ascot?
Yeah, well, they're sort of exclusively for royal enclosure. It's sort of a symbol of formal menswear and the height of British high society. The top hats are often these incredibly precious pieces passed down through family members. They really hold their value, and I think they're really precious.
Inside the royal enclosure, the morning suit is essential. Let's transform a Raj.
Oh my word.
What do you think?
You look resplendent.
Oh,
you
thank
look
you.
so brilliant,
Thank
Raj.
you.
Very suave, old bean. Elsewhere, Hetty is meeting with Ascot's first ever equine ambassador, former racehorse Side Glance, and his trainer Leanne White. Side Glance has raced all around the globe, even winning Ascot 3 times. His role is to showcase the spectacular life he now leads after his glittering race career has ended.
How old is he now?
He's 17 now.
17.
He actually retired at 8 because he had a tendon injury, but it wasn't severe. He'd had a really good career as a racehorse, so it was, only fair to let him heal properly and he could go on and do another career.
Side Glance, aka Sidey, is a poster boy for the exceptional care given to racehorses both during and after their career has ended.
So on race day at Ascot, presumably a lot goes on behind the scenes to making sure that the race is safe and that it all goes well.
I think it's probably the only sport where they're actually followed during the entire race by an ambulance and a veterinary team.
So they can get there as quickly as
so
possible.
they're there within seconds. The vet care in racing second to none. I think he really likes you.
Do you think so?
He's made a new friend today.
Oh, I've loved meeting him. He's the best. He's so sweet.
We love you, Side Glance. Now, here comes Lord Bisram. I mean, Raj. He's heading for the Royal Ascot Racing Club.
Wow, you look amazing.
What do you think then?
Fantastic, so smart.
Look at what Scott's done to me. He's made me look amazing, hasn't he?
I love the tie as well. That's so beautiful.
Once you put on something like this, you feel great.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
Royal Ascot is not only the height of sporting excellence, where incredible racehorses like Side Glance continue to captivate, it's a thrilling spectacle of grandeur, but the spirit of British elegance and sophistication has remained unchanged for over 200 years. Back in their very own thoroughbred. Oh look, he's changed.
I may have found something today.
You may have.
May have. I may have.
That makes me nervous.
Good. I'm glad. Because even if I hadn't, I was going to say that.
Naughty Raj. Nighty-night.
Can I advise you?
Yeah, go on, you can be my antiques advisor for the day.
Brilliant.
I think it should be the other way around. Stand by for Raj's top tip of the day.
Go with your instinct, because generally that will see you through.
That's really good advice.
It is, actually. Yesterday, Raj carefully selected his goodies, buying a pool pottery vase and a leather rugby ball.
This just takes me back to the time when it was a proper ball.
Raj now has £160 left, while Hetty was hunting down jewellery like no tomorrow, collecting the Victorian locket, the George Jensen locket and the Norwegian brooch,
It's a lovely, lovely thing.
leaving Hetty with £110.
Hetty, if you are an ambassador for the young people that are coming up in the industry, it's in really, really good hands.
Oh, that's a lovely thing to say.
You old charmer, you. With Raj dropped off elsewhere, we shall continue merrily on with Hetty in Windsor. Here lies the largest inhabited castle in the world. First home to Henry I and a firm fave with monarchs ever since. Our very own jewellery queen is padding her way here. Windsor Vintage.
There's a treasure chest in the window. I feel like this is going to be a good shop.
Sounds promising. Let's get inside. A carefully curated collection of goodies awaits. Our gal has £110 to splash, remember?
Well, this is a really interesting thing. This is what's known as a stereoscopic viewer, and it's essentially a device for viewing photographs in 3D. And during the Victorian period, this was really innovative technology.
Invented by Charles Wheatstone in 1840, The stereoscope was cutting-edge tech and essential drawing room entertainment.
And what we have in here are some examples of stereoscopic cards. Now, the really clever thing about this is that you have two images that look quite identical, but actually they're taken at slightly different angles. And when it's placed in here, as you can see, there are two lenses, and your brain essentially merges the two images together once they're in here, and you see the image in 3D. They were very popular in sort of the late Victorian period and into the Edwardian period. What I've noticed about this example is that somebody's actually converted it. There you go, there's a space for batteries. So that really, really devalues it. In terms of its actual age, I would say late Edwardian. It's a really interesting thing, but unfortunately it's not for me today.
Let's leave Hetty to mooch. Now, where's that Raj? He's made it to the village of Warfield. The Old Grain Barn is a collective of dealers selling all manner of antique merchandise. Let's go inside. Looks pretty swish in here. What can Raj find with his £160? Oh, stop horsing around.
Now, the reason I've done that is because when I was a small boy, my parents and my grandparents, we used to have elephant figures around the house, and the trunk should always point to the door, I was told, because that is what brings you good luck.
I must remember that.
Now, these are a little bit different. These are Art Nouveau hinges, and they're made of iron. And you can see they're really nicely stylised. This was a period that was around 1890. It lasted for about 20 years, till 1910. And it was very, very influenced by flowers, birds. And you can see here, I mean, you've almost got this lovely tulip shape almost. And this is so typical Art Nouveau.
Although Art Nouveau was a short-lived movement, it brought Victorian excesses to a dramatic crescendo.
The great thing about this is, I mean, you know, we're all talking about recycling. Whatever happened to the piece of furniture or door that they came off, the hinges are still here and they can still be reused. There are 3 pairs of these, £25 on each pair. I think these are really lovely and decorative.
Could be a potential purchase. While Raj continues his rummage, let's zip back to Hetty in Windsor. Aye, aye.
This is a bit different, isn't it? Let's see whether it comes apart. Now, I know that anatomical models sometimes do quite well at auction. It's quite a collectible field. I'm hoping this opens. I want to know what the inside of the eye looks like. Oh, wow! How good that is. I like this a lot.
Talk about eye-opening.
Oh, this is really cool, actually, inside. It's really, really colourful. And you've got the iris in here, which is purple. I like this. This is a really cool piece. In terms of age, I think it's probably 1970s, 1980s. It's got a bit of age to it. It's quite crudely painted, but I quite like it. And I like the fact that you can take out all the internal parts. It's a really interesting piece.
Anatomical eye models were popular in 17th century Europe. Created by surgeons and artisans, they allowed for the first time a 3D study of the eye.
The plastic is quite worn. Just smelling it as well. It smells like it's got age to it.
Hetty does love a good old sniff.
There is quite a good market for it. I know that anatomical charts sell quite well, skeletons, models. I quite like it. The more I look at it, the more I like it.
Aye. See what you did there?
It's looking me right in the eye. I think I might have to buy it. There's no price tag on it. And to be honest, I don't know what it's worth. It's not something that I would normally buy. Why not buy something really, really unusual and quite fascinating, to be honest?
Blinking brilliant. Mark's the man to chat money with.
Mark?
Hi, Hetty.
Look what I found.
Ah, all right, you found something you like then.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how much it's going to make at auction.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Good one, Mark.
You haven't got a price tag on it. How much could it be?
Around about £50.
Okay. If I offered you £30, how would you feel about that?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Yeah? Fantastic. I'd love to shake your hands at 30. Thank you so much. Let me get you some money out.
Great deal. Many thanks, Mark.
Take care.
That leaves Hetty with 80 smackers. Back to Raj in Warfield. Oh, very squeaky floorboards.
Now here's something that's a bit different, something that I wouldn't normally look at. It's an old textile, and this is, it says here, a stunning antique piece of textile. It's from the 1920s, and it's a bridal veil, and it's made out of tulle, and it's got what is known as a Juliet cap, and this is apparently named after Romeo and Juliet.
The Juliet cap veil is said to be inspired by the cloche cap worn by the 16th century actors portraying Juliet in Shakespeare's greatest love story.
The work that's gone into this, I mean, is incredible. And when you buy textiles, I guess one of the most important things you've got to look for is the condition of it. And because it's so fine, but it says on it that it's absolutely perfect. And I'm going to have a quick look to make sure that it is perfect, because to have something like this repaired, I know would actually cost a lot of money. But looking at it, it looks in great condition. There's £40 on the ticket. If I can get this for sort of £20, £25, I would think there's got to be a small profit in that. I think it's really a lovely item. I'm going to take it downstairs and see what they can do.
Along with 3 sets of Art Nouveau hinges, each priced at £25. Let's chat to John.
Hi, John.
Hello, Raj.
I found some things.
Oh, well done. We can do £40 on the 3 pairs, and we can do 25 on the veil, if that helps.
I think that's absolutely fair. I'm going to shake your hand.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let me pay you straight away as well.
John, you are a very kind man. Thank you. Raj now has £95 remaining. Our chums are back in the mighty caddy, and Raj is thinking of the good old days.
When I was young, I could pick up a chest of drawers and shove it on the roof rack, and away I went. Yeah. Now, I need a team of 4, to pick up a chest of drawers.
The glory days, eh, Raj? We made it to the Hampshire village of Eversley. The name means wild boar clearing. Thankfully, that rootling creature has long since gone. But the antique rootlers are very much still here, and here they come. First a Hetty, then a Raj. We're going in here, Eversley Barn Antiques. A magnificent old barn from the 16th century. Come with us as we look inside its hallowed interior. Let's go. It's wall-to-wall goodies in this lovely establishment. Hetty has £80 in her purse. What will she find?
Well, this is quite a nice piece of majolica. A majolica is tin-glazed earthenware, so it's quite a heavy type of ceramic, and it has this lovely sheen to it. Now, majolica became very, very popular during the 1800s and reached its peak around sort of 1850. Now, there are 3 big names that you want to see on a piece of majolica. That's Minton, Wedgwood and George Jones. Now, this piece doesn't have a stamp on it. I don't know who it's by, but from the aesthetics of it, I would say it's probably Austrian. It's £68, which is not going to allow me a profit, unfortunately. It's a nice thing, but I think in terms of the price of it, I'm going to have to leave it there.
Onwards we go then. Well, look, there's Raj. £95 currently about his person.
I have to say, there's lots of really nice furniture in here, but this piece, you don't see this very often. This kind of work, which is called decoupage, originates in Eastern Siberia. So what they do is they actually cut out the patterns and they will varnish it over the top. And this one's beautiful because it's got butterflies all over it. And it was brought to Europe around the 17th century. It's got £180 on the ticket, which isn't a lot of money when you think of the work that's gone into this. But unfortunately, I don't have £180, so I'm going to have to keep looking.
Now, what of Hetty? Oh, Lord. Blimey, that was unexpected.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Oh,
Yes, you did.
Never mind. No, I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist it. I saw them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost my marbles. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Carpet.
I'm going to buy a carpet.
Okay.
Yeah, I am now. Oh.
Now that he's got that out of his system, as you were, Hetty, let's see what you can find.
This
this is a miniature chest of drawers, and there's a couple of reasons why this might have been made to this scale. The first one being it may have been made by a woodworking apprentice who was training to produce a larger piece of furniture. Alternatively, back in the days of travelling salespeople, this may have been used as a sample of a larger piece of furniture that the salesperson could take around with them. Now, in terms of age of this particular piece, I would say it's late 19th, early 20th century, so probably late Victorian, possibly Edwardian.
I agree. Travelling salesman samples were typically small scale to enable a purchaser to choose a full-size example without the retailer having to stock the full range.
This sort of thing is doing really well at auction at the moment. People like to use them for storing perhaps watch parts if you're a watchmaker, using it as a little sort of tool cabinet, or perhaps just to store jewellery in. Now it's got £75 on the ticket. I would like to get it for less than that. But I'm going to take it with me and ask because I quite like it.
Stand by, Judy. Here comes Hetty.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, hi, Hetty.
I really like this.
Oh, isn't it fabulous?
Yeah, it's really sweet. Is there anything you can do for me on that price?
60.
Okay, I was going to offer you 40.
If you could do 45, I'll deal at that.
Yeah, that's more than fair. Thank you. I'll shake your hand at 45.
Yeah, 45.
Thank you. Let me
you
keep some
very
money
much.
out.
Well done, Hetty. That leaves you with £35. Now, what about Mr. Joker? Found anything yet? More squeaks? Maybe it's his shoes.
There are lots of lovely things in the shop, but sometimes you walk into a shop and you're looking around and you think something grabs you. Well, this has certainly grabbed me. There are 3 files here, and guess what's in them? Rum. One of my favourite drinks, and absolutely gorgeous. It says here on this file, it says this lovely old label, it says Splice to Main Brace, which is a naval term for having a drink.
This little bottle was issued by His Majesty King George V for the Silver Jubilee Review in 1935. Lovely.
There are 3 files here. One has a label on it, this one doesn't, and this other one has got one which is slightly illegible. But the rum they would have used is Puss's rum, which is a famous rum from the Royal Navy.
For centuries, Royal Naval seamen would queue up for their lunchtime tot, but by 1970 the free tipple was abolished.
This is such an unusual little item. 3 files of rum, I can believe that this would sell to somebody ex-naval.
Any price, Raj?
The ticket price is £20, and I'm having those.
Brace yourself, Judy. Here comes Raj.
Hello, Judy.
Hey, Raj.
The minute I saw these, I was drawn to them. You've got these files here.
Oh, yeah.
I love them. You've got £20 on them.
Yes.
I don't want any discount whatsoever. £20?
Yes.
We have a deal.
Deal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good luck with them.
That spirited buy leaves Raj with £75.
Should we go and put all this in the Cadillac?
Yeah, let's get in the Cadillac.
Come on.
There we go. That's the shopping all done and dusted. Now, safely back in their American automobile.
So one more auction to go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Best get some shut-eye, though. Hooray! It's the auction showdown. It's 3-1 to Hetty, but can Raj nab another to keep his pride?
I'm not feeling as confident about this one, Raj.
Oh,
I'm not.
Stop it.
No, seriously.
Hetty, now you are taking the mickey, aren't you? All right.
We'll find out soon enough. Our pair, after nipping around Berkshire and Hampshire, have returned north to Winchcombe for the final of their best-of-5 auction contest at British Bespoke Auctions, for sale in the room, on the phone and on the net. And in charge of proceedings today, ably assisted, as always, by Bella, is this fine fellow, Nicholas Granger.
40 then, at £40 are we done?
Hetty collected 5 lots for the sum of £165. Are you impressed, Nicholas?
The Oak Apprentice piece is a very nice example of British craftsmanship. There are plenty of collectors for these small little items. They don't take up much space, so let's see how it does.
Raj spent £125 on his 5 lots. Thoughts, please, Nicholas?
The 3 rum vials that were given to Commander Isles on the Jubilee of George V in 1935 with their original wax tops. I'm going to be really interested to see where these go.
Now, sort yourselves out, everyone. The auction is about to begin.
Right, you going for the win again now, Raj?
Hey,
On the roll?
hey, I'm on a roll now.
Well, his pool pottery vase is up first.
Do you remember what happened last time we bought some pool?
Yes, I do remember.
Yes.
So is this a bit of a trying to make a comeback with a bit
Well,
of
apparently there's 12 people in here who collect that.
pool? 12 people.
But £20 bid online through Selram. At £20
20?
on sale, 22 and 25 now. Please bid
Worth
in the room.
more,
if you want to bid
25,
as
30.
Well. At 25 and 28 in the room, madam, with you in the green. At £30 and 2, would you like to go? It's a nice clean piece. At 32 and
Okay,
32.
32.
Any meal board
right.
bids.
35 anyway, 35.
Resting at 32. Going to give fair warning then at 32, once, twice.
Really?
Selling
There we go, come on.
Thank you, madam, and the number.
That's okay.
Yep, plenty more to go.
Small but lovely. That you.
Oh, thank you.
Smoothie. Hetty next with the Victorian locket.
Do I think it's going to make much more than 55? Nope.
Well, if we both put the right vibes in, I'm sure we can make it work.
Positive
At
vibe.
£20 straight in. At
Honestly,
£20.
all
at
20's not gonna
At
help.
£20. That's at 22 now. 22 now.
Someone bidding in the
22,
room.
25 back in at 25 and 28. Madam, would you like to go? Thank you at 28 and 30 now and 2. Would you like to go?
gonna
Madam?
do it.
It's a nice one at 32
Come on,
and 5 and 8.
35.
Madam, would you like to go? At £38. We're at 38. Looking
It's
for 40
worth
now.
more than that.
One more bid, maybe. Looking for £40.
Wow.
Come on, let's go one more bid at 40. At £38 then to the room. Thank you.
140 years old, that locket.
Someone's got a lovely piece of antique jewellery.
Whoever bought that, 100% got a bargain. You know, that was cheap.
was
No
cheap.
doubt about it.
Now, let's have a try at profit with Raj's rugby ball.
And this really should kick off. Okay, it really should. I mean,
And we've got a bid. We've got a bid at £20 for the vintage
We want
rugby
more than
ball.
one.
At 22, 25 and 28.
It's a lovely
You obviously
thing.
play rugby, sir. You look like you... At 28, 35. 35 with you, sir. 35 in the room.
35?
35 now. 35 with you, sir. 35.
Try.
Looking for 38 now. Looking for 38. You once, twice. Selling at 35. Thank you, Raj.
Son,
touchdown.
that's good.
Wrong sport, Raj, but he still scored.
You happy?
yeah, of course I'm happy.
Aw.
Oh, glad to hear it. It's now Hetty's rather snazzy Norwegian brooch.
What's your next lot, Hetty?
Another silver piece.
Bid here at £10 started at £10.
Okay.
At £10. At £10. Then £12 in the room bidding, madam, at £12.
Okay, we've got somebody in the room, that's all right.
£12 then. Unless I get 15, I'm going to sell. Are we sure? At
That's
£12
cheap,
then
Raj.
to a room bidder, lady in the green.
It's cheap.
That's cheap.
It's cheap.
Oh dear.
Shame. Was a lovely little thing, Hetty.
Oh well. You're smiling.
I was born with that.
Next, Raj's Art Nouveau door hinges.
If you were restoring a piece of Art Nouveau or you were doing something up, these are absolutely perfect.
At £15, we have at 15 and 15 and 18.
Oh,
with
15?
me.
What are we talking about?
At £18, at 18 and 20
all right, it's
now,
going.
20 now and 2 with me and looking for 25. £25 online at 25 and looking for 28. At 25 we have Art Nouveau looking for 28. Or in the
quite
room, anyone
cheap,
who's in the room, we've
No,
got
it's not
25
gonna happen. These are
looking for
gonna make a
28. At £25, that's a good buy and sold.
Knock, knock. That was a loss.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Pull yourself together. Right, Hetty's turn now with the George Jensen locket.
I've bought some George Jensen.
I've got a £10 here, £10 cheeky bid here.
£10.
At £12, back in the room
We've got
again.
people in the room, we've
At
got people in the room.
At £12, £15 online now. We've got 12 with you, madam, and 15 and 18, madam. Would you like to go? At 18. At £18.
Don't really understand why it's going so slowly.
20. At £18, I'm going to sell them, madam. I don't get 20.
£18
At £18 now.
that
Thank you. At
is-
£18 to the room.
I am shocked.
So is your compadre.
I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Moving swiftly on. Raj's 1920s wedding veil.
Let's hope the bride and groom live happily ever after.
At £20 online bid. We can't ask
Come
her
on,
now,
let's
sadly.
keep going.
At 20,
Keep
we'll see how-
going.
Looking for 22.
that's all right,
At
Raj.
a maiden bid at £20, we'll take unless
Could
we
be
get
worse.
22. At £20.
It's all right.
Bargains galore here today.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Bit sinister, Raj. Cast your peepers on Hetty's model of an eye now.
I tell you what, I could do with an extra eyeball when I'm going out buying.
At £20 we have, or
Oh,
two, we're looking
20.
for £22. At 20 we have, looking for 22 at £20. That's online at £20. Any more bids at 22? Aye, selling at £20 then. Thank you.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I respect the gamble, Hetty, but I expected better.
You have to have the bad to appreciate the good.
Exactly. Yeah, thanks, Raj. That makes me feel better.
Yes, exactly.
Onwards with Raj's naval rum files.
Please don't make a profit. I'll eat my underpants.
At 25, got some good age. £5,
25?
really unusual. And 28 with me now and looking for £30, looking for £30. 32 with me now, looking for 35, looking for 35, and 8 with me and looking for 40.
Come on.
Looking for 40.
Good.
Looking at £40 bid now, we're looking for 42. At £42, and I'm going to give fair warning. £42, are we done? Sold, thank you.
Good, well done.
Yeah, it's a profit. I can't complain.
And thankfully, you don't have to eat your undercrackers.
Profits left, right and centre today, aren't you?
Well, not all of them.
It's the final lot. Hetty's mini chest of drawers.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
sweet.
it is sweet.
£32, 32, looking for 35. 35 now, looking for 38. £35, I'm going to sell at 35. At £35.
Gosh, I'm really not
At
doing very well
£35.
today.
At £35. Bear with me 1 second. Commission bids coming in at the last moment. At the last moment. Thank you very much. That's lot 223. That's commission bids at 38, 38,
Oh,
42,
okay.
42, 42 and 5 and 8 and 50
Was
and
last
5,
minute, wasn't
55 now, 55. £55 are in at £55. Commission bids last moment at 55.
What's the turnaround?
£55 looking for 60.
What a turnaround.
And £55 I'm going to give fair warning and selling at £55. Sold.
Well done. That's a good way to end, isn't
That's
it?
a good way. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm all right with that.
fantastic. Fantastic.
At last, a profit for Hetty.
Well done. Amazing.
Had the best time. Yeah.
Yep, shall we go?
Calculator time. Hetty began with £200 and after all costs has made a loss of £86.31p. Raj also started with £200. After showroom costs, he's made a smaller loss of £37.49, clinching his second auction win. But the overall champ, with 3 auctions out of 5, goes to the triumphant Hetty. Congratulations.
Well done.
Well, it took a while.
It was a long time coming, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I still lost overall. But well done, Hetty.
Thank
I mean,
you.
it's been an absolute joy. I've thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I don't ever remember being whooped and enjoying it so much.
Aw.
So thanks.
I've had such a good time. Thank you.
Toodaloo, happy road trippers. Ah, what a time we've had, eh?
Nice.
We look cool, don't we?
Definitely.
Plenty of jokes,
It's clearly wood. Very, very similar.
cute pooches,
Oh, look at me.
olfactory superpowers,
Antiques.
lots of hats, and a very worthy winner.
Can't cope with the excitement.
£160 sold.
I might cry. I can't believe this is the final leg.
I will miss you, Hetty.
Aw.
I will definitely miss you because
Miss you.
it's just been fantastic.
So long, lovely chums. Next time, besties reunite.
I am so happy to be back together with you.
We are back.
Ms. Sparkle, Rue Irvin,
Bling, bling, bling.
and the ever dapper Mark Hill,
Look at that.
with 2 very different styles.
Doghouse all the way.
And then I shall be in the naughty corner.